Hitting the button. All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Awkward Life Stories or Life Stories. I'm your host and sometimes referee, as always, Zach Stat Pearson, and today I'm joined by the Lord of all historical Goths, the metal worker and clergy who is equaled by none other because he's so damn skinny. A one Lord Ingling.
Okay, thanks for the introduction.
You should be used to this by now.
I don't know how to follow that.
I know, that's what I'm here for. Oh, and we're joined by the queen of all Goths or vampires. We're still not really sure. Queen.
Oh yeah, you forgot demons, but it's okay.
Let the record show she's acknowledging it. Moving on. All right, so as
One
per
question. If I'm Lord of Goths and they're Queen of Goths, does that mean we're both members of the same aristocracy?
yes, stop being stupid.
fictional world.
Anyways,
Crap.
all right. So as if it wasn't obvious, any guy worth a damn or who's been to college knows that if you have a friend who people have decided is hot, she's going to have the most hilarious fucking stories about stupid people trying to pick her up. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes they need to go into a mental institution. And sometimes they're just a giant what the fuck. So that's practically the main reason why she's in this shit. That being said, just fucking yesterday, possibly one of laughing too early. Just yesterday, god damn it, now my voice changed. Hold on a second. Just yesterday, in the middle of the night, she received a story so fucked up, we can do nothing but imitate its glory. I will be portraying the part of Samar. Or is it Samar? No, Sarum. Sarum. We don't know how to say this name. It's not North American. It's not my fault. I will be playing the part of Sarum, and Queen will be playing herself. And remember, folks, this is a verbatim what happened. Nothing has been altered except the amounts of laughing we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in pick dump. I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to just look at the pictures, and I'm going to go from there.
I solely answered him for the purpose of getting some, just
Money.
curious what he
Money.
would say.
It's okay. I want the money too. He looked rich. All right, so starting at 4:19 p.m. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I just want to say something, if you don't mind. As you so pretty. It's weird, but I can't resist. Whenever I see your pics, you give me so much incest feel. Like hot sister feel. You so pretty. You give so much feel. I hope you won't mind. Plural, by the way. I couldn't stop thinking of you as my elder sister alone and home with me. You so pretty. Specifically in stockings. You look so hot. Yeah, I fucking love this guy so much. Let me scroll down to the next one. Do you mind it?
Mind what exactly?
That incest sister thing. It's just you on my mind. In that feel.
No, it's not my business, really.
Oh, okay. So it's okay for you if I feel you like that. On to the next one. Do you have different kinds of stockings or lingerie? One I saw in pic, in black.
Wait, it's actually, what he typed is actually lingering.
Yeah, I know he meant lingerie.
I know.
I can tell by his autocorrect or lack thereof, he meant lingerie, so I said lingerie. But I'll do both versions.
Lingering.
Do you have different kinds of stockings or lingering? One I saw in pic, in black. Motherfucker, all her clothes are black. The fuck?
I honestly really don't care.
Okay. But can I pretend bro sis with you? Like to hold you from back?
What?
I said like I feel and think sexual as my sister. Can I hold you from back in that incest sexual way?
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm sad now. But it's my wish to feel you like that in stockings as you so much pretty.
Lord.
That actually happened, by the way.
Ridiculous.
This is bad. This was the worst I've ever gotten, actually.
That's worse than just someone sending something like that to me. It would be worse than just fucking nudes. That would be worse.
Did I
That
mention
would
it's
make
a
me
grown
feel
ass
more-
man?
Yeah.
This ain't no little kid doing this shit.
No. Just a creep that doesn't really speak good English and is creepy, you know.
Yeah, it's very creepy, but it's still hilarious.
Like, think his sister looks like you, or he's like.
I don't know if he has a sister, but that would make it even more disturbing. Like, Jesus Christ. I have no
Level of
idea.
depravity is so that would almost make it less weird. Like, okay, at least he has some basis that makes any sense in this fucked universe of his.
Bro.
Ugh,
Bro,
nasty.
I literally spent like 15 minutes trying to get money out of him because I knew this motherfucker was so fucked up. Oh, and here's something I learned from when my friend's mom needed a heart surgery. Okay, so, and this isn't a life story thing. This is just like barely a paragraph. So one time, my friend's mom needed a surgery, and she had gotten, well, her chest plate had been cracked through, and a part of her heart had also been grazed. They needed to operate, and it was stupid expensive. They did it, but it was stupid expensive, right? I think like half of the shit was 20. It was 40,000, and they only had like barely 20 they could spare. But while we're in the hospital with this shit, cause well, I just happened to be down the hall. I was getting ready to head to the cafeteria, and we bumped into each other. So we go and eat, and she talks to calm her nerves and shit. We're in the mess hall or whatever you call it in a hospital, and fucking, she starts crying really, really loud. And well, you know how I am with white women crying really, really loud, and I'm within 2 feet of them. I need people to understand that this isn't my fault. Because there's always that 1 group of people that decide, oh, she's crying. He did something. Fucking hate that. Only happens with me. Wonder why. It's like, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? Shut the fuck up. What's wrong? She shows me her phone. Some random dude on fucking Facebook is trying to pay her for some body pics, even though she don't do no smut shit. Like, just out of nowhere. Now, I know this happens time to time with a lot of women. I know. But the fact that it's happening at this point in time pissed me off. So I was like, I took a picture of her, and she said, "What are you about to do?" "I'm about to fuck this dude's life up." I was like, "You're gonna fuck his life up." I was like, how did you just get all that happy? So apparently I have a history of damaging certain types of petty people. I don't know. Anyways.
I mean, I've done some. Okay, so I've been in Facebook groups a long time, shitposting groups.
Wait. I didn't finish. I'm halfway done. Hold on. I'm almost done.
On another level.
I'm almost
And I
done.
make use of them, and they hate me.
Okay, well, we're going to go back to that one, but I'm almost done. Okay, so I don't know why she smells like, but you're good at it. It's like, not really. It only works when someone's a genuine asshole. Like that porn star whose soul I may have accidentally crushed like 2 weeks ago. That shit was dumb. But anyways, it was like, well, I took a picture. He's like, I'm going to tell him, I know you. I'm sitting right next to her. I can get you those pics. She doesn't want to give you the pics right now because she's trying to get a boob surgery. That's why we're in the hospital. It's like, hey, can you give me her number? Oh, yeah, I can get you a number. If you want any part of her number, keywords there, any part of her number, you're going to have to pay up. See, I'm her manager. I'm not her manager. So he says, how much for the numbers? I said,
Oh my god.
I said $5,000. He's like, that's all? He said, that's all? I was like, so she was, I was like, hey, Deborah. He said, that's all. I was like, double it. It's like,
What the fuck?
that's what I say. What do you mean double it? No. Tell him $10,000. I was like, oh, and I thought about it. It's like, oh shit, this man about to help pay for mama's surgery. I was like, or does she really just want to keep the money? It's like, I don't know. I'm not saying she's an asshole, but it was in a situation where I can't tell which way she's swinging right now. But I was like, okay. He asked, hey, you got a PayPal? I was like, yup. So he sent me $5,000, right?
What the fuck? Really?
Yes.
It's that easy? Jesus.
When they're stupid, yes. So here's the thing, though. I did give her his number. 2 of them. I gave him the 8 and the 6. That was it.
I would have just waited till I was PayPal and been like, "You want to give him your number?" And then she'd be like, "I don't know," and I'd be like, "Here's his. Bye. Have a nice time." Just leave. Just fucking leave.
Bro, it gets better. It gets better. He starts thinking, "Oh, okay, so it's 2 numbers per 5,000." And I was like, "You can't be this stupid." And she just grabs my phone. Give me that. I was like, and she just starts typing, right? So she gave him 2 parts of her old phone number and then another part of her current phone number. And she got the entire extra amount she needed to fucking pay for her mom's surgery. And now you see why I wanted you to milk that motherfucker last night.
Maybe don't use the word milk the motherfucker last night. The phrasing's weird.
You know, see, sometimes I'm not going there, and neither is YouTube. But then you just put us in that Family Guy meme of the cow that loves being milked.
No, I was thinking not a cow.
You're not helping.
I just like to fucking twist Zach's fucking words.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm saying fuck you.
He has to explain himself out of it.
Fuck you, bitch.
Well, I'm thinking of Family Guy. I was thinking about, just repeat it to yourself in your head. And
no, you can do that to yourself. I'm sure you do it to yourself a lot. Yeah, you walked into it and you liked it.
Yes, I did. I walked into that. Anyway, so is there more to your story past that?
Nah, that her story happened last night, but almost every single month she has a story of a fucked up guy doing or saying some stupid shit to her, which I always laugh at. That's 90% of our relationship.
Use that as a story.
Dude, I literally, I know it's fucked up. I know it's fucked up, but literally there's like 10 women, her included, where I'm just thinking, man, I wish you had giant boobs just because you would hear more fucked up shit and then you would tell me about it and then I would laugh. I know it's wrong. But in my defense, it's still funny.
Honestly, even I laugh at him. Not always in the moment. There's some really fucked up, creepy things that happened as well that I was terrified. But then after that, it's so fucking stupid and funny.
Wait, what? Do the 55-year-old guy one. I remember that one.
What?
Tell the one about the 55-year-old guy trying to smash when he was like 21 and shit.
Oh shit! Which was? Oh yeah.
She had to think about it. That means it happened more than once.
Yeah, this guy was actually, when you meet him, very decent, nice guy. He was a friend of all of us, and we went for coffee sometimes, just as friends, and suddenly he texts me, "Hey, you want to meet up for coffee?" And I say, "No, I can't today, but let's do, Tuesday." And he blows up on me, starts threatening me, starts saying weird stuff about cocaine, which I don't even do. Like, I don't know. It was psycho. Like, it was weird. And he's like in his 50s.
That's what it is. You hurt his feelings because you were capable of saying no. He's Trump. He's a young version of Trump, which sad if a young version of Trump is 55.
A creepy story like this that made me very uncomfortable, I recall. Do you want me to tell it? I mean,
yes! Damn it, that's what you're here for.
So I was walking.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, I guess. So I was walking down a street, just a normal street near where my parents live, and I was walking towards I was gonna meet a friend soon near the McDonald's that's down that way, and so I was walking, and I walked down the parking lot, and some guy hears my voice, my accent, and he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I went there before. I went and did polo with someone, and because I don't know, we got on the topic of the royal family, and he said that he met Prince Charles for polo, and I'm like, oh, I'm a distant cousin of theirs. We haven't been in touch, but I'm, my family's from the same area as them, all that shit. From Windsor. No, it's my actual last name. Anyway, so we're going down with this fucking way, and he's talking to me, and he's like, "Hey, come see this thing at my house." And I'm like, guess I have an hour. And his house, he's like, "Oh, it's right here. It's nothing really." And he like has like a old totem pole and starts talking about it. And then he gives me like this fucking metal thing with leaves in it and starts talking about it. And I just talk my history stuff, and he's cool. But he has this like creepy look to him. He kind of looks like what's his name? Oh fuck. He looks like, have you seen The Office? He looks kind of like Creed Bratton if he had Einstein's haircut. Yes.
First off, if you go somewhere alone with anybody who has Einstein's haircut and their name isn't Don King, you already fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't.
Shit. We should probably tell her who that is. Okay. All right. Queen, do you know who Mike Tyson is?
Heard of him, but no.
Damn. I've literally never heard anyone say that. Anyways, all right. So, for some odd reason, and it was hilarious, Mike Tyson had a manager. He was an asshole and was taking extra money, named Don King. Now, Don King, for some odd reason, liked to literally brush his hair directly straight up. But he was balding. So it looked as weird as you think it does.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine it right now.
Yeah. And England is basically saying he went with somebody whose hair is almost as fucked up as that. Continue.
It looked kind of like that with like curls coming out of the sides though. Anyway, so he gave me his phone number because he was friendly there, just creepy, but friendly. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, kind of exactly like that kind of haircut. Anyway.
Yeah, friendly but creepy. That's always how it starts.
Yeah. And then I got texts, and you know what? I could try to find them. Oh, I don't know where they are, but they're somewhere. There was a couple years ago. It might be hard to find. I could find them later. But they were like, "Hey, what are you up to?" And I was like, "Nothing much." And he's like, "I want to see you. I need to see you. Come to me." And I'm like, "Oh God, no! What have I done?"
I'm just picturing how many. I'm just picturing.
Bad.
I bet you Queen's phone is full of texts like that.
It was just weird because it was an old friendly dude. He's like, "Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross." Because it was like, "Yeah, I gave you this." Like, he gave me that metal thing. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I gave you one of those. You have to come see me." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm at work." He's like, "Oh." He's like, and then one time he left a message sometime. It was very gross. It was like one of those messages just like, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Yeah. Hey, hi. Hey, pretty.
I'm
hi,
thinking,
beautiful.
I'll get you a call later. I'm not into dudes.
You
so
much.
that was just weird.
You much.
Weird if you were into dudes and that was the one that was hitting on you in any case, but I'm not as well, so that's like a double layer of, well, for me to be hit on by creepy Einstein
dudes.
I mean, Einstein's at least awesome. He's got a cool mustache and stuff.
Until he forgets to comb his hair, which is all the time.
Well, it's kind of become distinctive of scientists to kind of look like Einstein, right?
No,
it's kind of cool.
It's literally just him.
I think it's kind of an emblem. I don't know.
I will never see Bill Nye fuck his hair up like that.
Bill Nye's a lot younger than him, and Bill Nye's like a television scientist. He's not like a...
Okay, let's not call Bill Nye young. Come on now.
He's young compared to Einstein.
I mean, that's not saying much. The
Einstein's
motherfucker
like
dead.
Stephen Hawking type scientist.
I
like Dalton. I think he's wait, not Dalton. I'm an idiot. Dawkins. I think he's smart, but he's a bit of a celebrity scientist. He's a smart guy. He's written great books. He's a scientist first, but his role that he's known for, it's like Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's an amazing chef. But what is Gordon Ramsay known for most? Is he known for his cooking?
Simon Cowell of cooking. He's known for being the Simon Cowell of cooking.
Chef. I would love to anything Gordon Ramsay would serve me. It'd be a dream of mine. But he's still known for being a celebrity chef first.
No, he ain't.
And I guess
known for being
Einstein,
an
in a way,
asshole.
is sort of a celebrity. That's what I mean by he's distinctive. He's he's taken on a quality, not just being a scientist. He's a celebrity. And Einstein is in a way too, but that's just because he's a pop culture thing, I guess.
Okay.
I'm like rambling. Sorry.
Yeah, we know you do that in the presence of other gods. Anyways, okay, so
I do that all the time in the presence of everyone.
at least he's honest. Well, it gives her more time to steal your accent. Okay, so basically, afterwards, I went directly to this motherfucker's page, and I basically worked my shit the same way I always do. It's like, hey, don't I know you? Hey, do you have a sister? I really want to know if this dude actually had a sister. There was nothing on his profile that let me know, but I really, really wanted to know. Laura couldn't find anything. I mean, Queen couldn't find anything. I edit shit later. And fucking, the first thing I come across was his place. But you know how it is with social media? He could have just rented out a nice ass Airbnb. Or he did hit it big at some point in time after coming to California. I don't know. But I asked him, hey, you're that guy whose sister is DJ. Hey, can you get me in contact with her? I want to book her again. She did a club in the city, right? You know, very ambiguous shit, right? And he's only going to say one or two things. My sister isn't a DJ, or I don't have a sister. I really wanted to know that shit for some reason.
Did he actually reply?
No, that's what I was waiting on. So, speed forward to this day. See, you even wanted to know. Speed forward to today, currently, at the time of this recording, and his entire account has been locked by Facebook. So, I get the feeling, let's just say Queen wasn't the only person catching them familial vibes from him. Oh, man, I hope he gets locked up.
I mean, at least his Facebook's gone. That is a positive thing.
What gets me is that
I thought
this
he
dude is
blocked
like,
me or something, but it
No.
seems like his Facebook profile is just like disappeared.
yeah, like Facebook ninjas got his ass. My whole thing is just that if we could just get 2 more days, we could be made in the shade. I'll be getting the biggest chunk, but we could be made in the shade. Oh man, that would have been a nice check.
Did you say you could be with him mating in the shade?
You're trying too hard. Stop trying to impress her. It's blatantly obvious when a dog is trying to give a dead animal as a present to its master.
No, I do this when Neko's in the call too. I tease you. It's
Yeah,
fun.
but I just find it kind of ironic that the tiny little baby goth you don't do this level for. But when you get to a queen,
Okay. You gotta remember something, right? So, English people rip on each other. They rip on each other's friends.
motherfucker,
and
you're from here.
They do that. And if at any moment someone stops ripping on you and they don't pay attention to you at work, that's because they actually hate you. You have to keep that in mind. It's very different than the US. So being more in that culture, I can tell you that shooting the shit is just something I do because you're my mate, man. I'm not gonna fucking be doing whatever, so.
Yes, I totally understand. Boys do that shit too, except we call it rough housing. Which always sounds
Also,
weird
like,
to me, because that phrase makes no sense when you stop and think about it. If you're rough to a house, you're gonna hurt yourself or the house is gonna fucking break and be uninhabitable. How the fuck did those names come together? Oh my god, that should be a story, but it's not. Alright, so I have a lot of foreign friends because I don't know. I want to live vicariously through them, except Queen. I don't want to be a Californian or a Hollywoodian. I just like to find out other shit, right? Now, I let them ask me various questions and shit that they have about North American culture because apparently they found it easy to figure out fucking that people say things and don't understand how weird they are because they hear it in America a lot. Like, me in England can tell you, even if we haven't heard it, we wouldn't be creeped out if someone said, fuck a duck. Would you be creeped out by fuck a duck?
No.
No, I'm in England.
I mean, no, it's a little dated, but I wouldn't be creeped out.
Yeah. But if you just got in this country 4 months ago, bro, I'm gonna just do 3 incidents because they were all like 1 sentence long. All right, so I almost hate her because she keeps touching me and hugging me, and she is built like a supermodel, and it gets on my nerves because I've never seen her be single ever. I'm not sure she's capable of that, but she touches me a little too much as a guy, if you catch my drift. So Natalie came up to me when I was in the middle of a grocery store. Oh my God, Sex, hi. It's like, hi, stop fucking touching me. You're giving me a boner again. And she says, hey, I can ask you American stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm probably the only person who won't lie to you or give you a biased answer or opinion. It's like, why are people fucking ducks? Shit you not. Middle of the fucking grocery store. She just says, why are people fucking ducks?
God.
Bro, I looked every direction but at her. I was like, can I duck out here without anyone knowing she's talking to me? Literally, I saw 6 people in the aisle freeze like a time machine went off, staring at my ass. I was like, oh, fuck. Hey, come with me to the bread section. Okay. Hey, you're not holding my hand. Again, I don't want a fucking boner. Oh, okay, you're just going to grab my hand anyway. Fuck you, Natalie. And I was like, okay, listen. America, we have something of which I told Queen the name of because I knew she would fuck it up, called colloquialisms. Every country or place has colloquialisms, but North America's are extremely horrendous and we don't even register it. Most colloquialisms have to do with a life lesson or a pun in other countries or an expression that means that someone's going to go do something. We have colloquialisms that basically equate to holy shit but sound worse. Case in point, fuck a duck. Right? But
fuck is a magical word and means a ton of things as well. So
exactly. The shit's too damn nebulous. Everyone else, it's exact.
I'm saying, why are you messing around with me? Why is she fucking him? I'm saying, why is she having sex with him? I just used the same word, but it means whatever I really want it to, depending on how I say it.
And we're the one of the worst
car
ones.
Won't start. I'm obviously not having sex with my car. I'm just saying my car won't start.
My favorite one, holy fucking shit, which we're going to get into that one next. So
we just use the same shit over and over again. English, the whole language as a whole is weird like that.
Yeah, we had a live story about that not 20 minutes before you showed up. You're going to enjoy that episode. So I was just like, okay, listen, we're not actually, there's not, bestiality is a thing, but people aren't like commonly having sex with ducks.
Nobody's down with that.
What?
Like what you're trying to say is that's a thing, but nobody's down with that. That's not something that like Americans do. Well
yeah, I'm pretty much repeating. Yeah, I'm pretty much repeating what I said to her because I'm still freaking out at this time because everyone heard and stopped. So I was like, okay, listen, just that's not fucking. It's not really a common thing. It's an expression. Like you remember that one I taught you earlier. Oh yeah, and then she yells in the middle of the store, "Holy shit!" Like, Natalie, you can't be loud and rambunctious. What did I tell you about teaching me words I can't spell? It's like, I don't remember, but I'm assuming you hate that shit. Yes, I hate that very much shit. That's not how you phrase that, but hey, at least you're getting close. But look, rambunctious is another way of saying having a lot of energy and being loud. But Americans are always like that. I was like, you're not fucking wrong. But I mean, there are certain times and places like you can't yell fuck a duck or holy shit in the middle of a grocery store. Oh, well, I'm white, so I won't get in trouble. Her actual words. Now, I was like, there are 2 ways to interpret when someone says that. She's being racist and acknowledging she gets favorable treatment, or she knows she will get favorable treatment even if she's not racist. But it's Natalie. Anything can mean anything with her. I was like, are you saying that? Yes, because I'm very pretty much. He's talking like Samar. So I was like, okay, colloquialisms are just expressions. Sometimes they're just a word, or they're put in the middle of a sentence, or they're full phrases and sentences that don't mean exactly what they say. Oh, okay. Why did you need to bring me into the bread aisle? Did you want to cuddle? You never want to cuddle. It's like, why the fuck is this chick acting like she ain't got a goddamn boyfriend? I don't know any woman that has ever talked to me like this that wasn't dating me. That is some weird shit. Also, I don't have a problem with cuddling. I just hate that they always want to do it when I'm fucking doing something. And then you can't say shit because then you're the asshole. So you got to sit there and take it, literally and metaphorically.
Oh my god, this relationship sounds exhausting.
I have never had sexual relations with that woman.
I did not sleep with that woman.
She doesn't know what we're referencing, but we'll get to it later. But
we're gonna get to Bill Clinton later.
I know what that reference is. I just don't remember the name. Exactly.
Then you don't know what it is. If you don't remember the name, you don't fucking know. Hush. So, fucking, I was just like, okay.
Oh fuck! I've heard that thing, that confession.
I know everyone across the entire, everyone in the 90s.
Come on. It's when he had Monica Lewinsky give him a blowjob, and then he came on her breast.
I just like how he's sitting up here giving away the answers and shit, ruining my fun.
Not answers. It's a meme
that she didn't know the answer to.
I knew it. She just didn't know who it was.
Look, 80% of my relationship with Queen is me watching her do awkward or say awkward things. Don't ruin it. We have a good thing going. It's a one-sided win in my book. So anyway.
Hey, but tell me who that was. I want to know now. I don't remember. Who was that again? What's the story again?
Okay, here's the very, 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 very short version. You know how 2 months ago, everyone found out that Bill Clinton was a slutty asshole and he'd been fucking around for since the dawn of time? Yeah. Well, before that, he was fucking around literally in the Oval Office and the White House. He was fucking someone who told him she had a crush on him repeatedly, named Monica Lewinsky. But, and I won't say it's just Hillary, a lot of media decided they didn't want to even, like they did 2 months ago, they don't even want to say and mention Bill Clinton fucked up. So the entire media spectrum decided they wanted to stalk, harass, and insult her and call her a slut and a hoe, but never say anything bad about Bill Clinton. Ever. Like literally ever. Jay Leno, one of the most famous talk show hosts in North American history, spent 10 years making slut jokes about her, but he never said anything about Bill Clinton, whose phone number he has on his phone. Even though Bill is the one who initiated it and kept it going.
I don't know what you're talking about. I see people make fun of Bill Clinton all the time. I literally saw a quarter that was an Arkansas quarter fucking 2 weeks ago that had him getting blown behind a tree on the quarter.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. People make fun of him all the time. They did it a lot.
Bro, I'm talking, you got to think of the era. I'm not talking today. I'm talking in the 90s. They leaned it.
No, they made fun of him then too.
Bro, I promise you could even look it up. It was almost a court case too, including Monica Lewinsky. Big, major corporate news outlets, they would shit on him during the court proceedings, but almost immediately after, the narrative got changed to Monica's a slut. She's the one who's a slut. Now, a comedy special is one thing, but I'm not talking comedy specials. I'm talking single-digit number channels. They heavily leaned it towards only going after her. That is an actual factual statement. I promise you. Now, that being said, that's where it's from. So, I told her, look, just don't do that again, okay? And then I got out the store, left my cart. I wasn't going to buy anything because Natalie was going to continue to cuddle up on my arm, grab my hand, and, put her hand in, or parts of her fingers in my front pockets and shit. I don't know how this girl was raised, but she has no concept of a tease. Like, the word is foreign to her, which is ironic because she's foreign.
It sounds more like desperate, honestly,
No, it ain't. She got a fucking man.
Wow.
The woman you're describing in the relationship you're describing sounds more like a man and his dog. Following him around, wanting to cuddle, hump his leg. It's like you're describing.
Yeah, exactly.
But you see my point why, I honestly don't think she's ugly, but she fucking, it was annoying for me. It was really annoying for me because I'm not a fan of, Queen will never have to deal with this, but England, you'll sympathize. I'm not a fan of broadcasting. When you are caught broadcasting, I've never seen it end well for anybody. Jean-Claude Van Damme broadcasted one time, and the internet fucking blew that shit up. 13 million people saw that man broadcasting on accident one time. Poor bastard. And it was on the stage too, in an auditorium. Queen, I'm assuming you know what broadcasting is?
Yes.
Cool. That also counts as a colloquialism. So fucking the second time, and this is when we get into the final one. All right, so Natalie's there, but Natalie didn't do it necessarily. So now I'm talking with Tina. We're at a party. I've met Tina before, but we've never had a conversation longer than 2 minutes. I don't plan on having a conversation with Tina. I just say my highs, what's up. I go walk the room, chill. You know, I'm not the fly on the wall in the party. Even if I am, I'm just tired because I already did my rounds. So I go outside because there's always smokers. I don't smoke, but I don't know. Party smokers are fun to talk to when they're smoking. I don't know why. It's a thing. So we started talking about random shit. And Tina's like, hey. Oh, hey, Tina, what's up? So are they just like always trying to kill black people here? And again, everyone pauses, looks the fuck at me, and has that what the fuck frozen in time face on. So I'm like, oh, okay. Tina, where you from again? Bulgaria. I was like, okay. All right. All right, Tina. So it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter how you feel. Stupid people will always try to fuck with anyone who is different, even if they don't do anything. So like you'll just go down the street and you can't go somewhere because there's a whites only sign. It's like, okay, Tina, that was a long time ago. But they didn't stop. I was like, no, they didn't stop. So then can you go in these places with whites only sign? It's like, okay, where did you even see a whites only sign? Well, I saw one at that Forever restaurant. For a Forever rest. Okay, this is making less sense as time goes on. And I said that shit. It's like, okay, what's the name of this restaurant you found this whites only sign? It was White's Palace. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, so listen, because I actually have a bit of a history with White's Palace. White's Palace is one of the only restaurants in the entire city that has never closed since it opened. No off days, 24/7, 365. And it was one of the only places my dad could go and eat where he didn't have to deal with the racists. My dad was a longtime customer of White's Palace, so that's how I know about it. Also, if you live around White's Palace, you have a lot of fucking money. I was like, so I explained it to her. So then other people were like, oh, I was like, yeah, I knew you was in my conversation. I was like, listen, when people do racist things, or they just don't want to fuck with me because of, you know, looking like Nutella. Nah, I love Nutella. I was like, please don't make that noise again. Because she has a very distinguishing laugh. It's not even like a laugh. It's like she's exhaling. It looks weird when a laugh like that comes out of someone who also looks like a fucking supermodel. So I was like, okay. Discrimination isn't limited to just people with my skin tone. Anyone can discriminate, and sometimes it's racist, and sometimes they're an asshole, and sometimes I don't even know they're being racist. I believe that's happened to me before. It was like a foreigner dealing with racism. It doesn't seem to have registered. You don't have any negative sensations about it. What exactly happened? And then guess who comes out the door? That's right. Natalie coming in this bitch like her name is John Cena. And of course she's the loudest motherfucker there. Oh my God, Zax, hi. You didn't give me my hug. It's like, oh great. I didn't give you the you're trying to fuck me with your clothes on hug. Oh no. Oh, have you met Tina? And right before she hugs me, I literally sacrifice Tina to the hug gods of Natalie so I can not be hugged. Because even though Natalie's only been here for 4 seconds, my dick is already like close to halfway up. So I ain't catching no shit. And Tina just looks at her and Natalie freezes and she starts smiling and Tina just goes, she looks back at me and says, I do not like this one. And I shouldn't have started laughing, but I did. And Natalie's like, well, what did I do? All up in her feelings and shit. You can tell she's the hypersensitive type. You forgot to turn your vibration off, Queen. So I was just like, okay, we were having a private conversation, but since I have you here, why is excrement considered sacred? The fuck? You you saw religious. Did a religious animal or figure take a dump? What? No, religious excrement. I see it in movies, and you say it sometimes. Why is it holy here for that? I was like, okay. I know you're from Bulgaria, but I know North America is not some like rural backwards place that has some type of messed up religion that revolves around. I didn't say it was. What I'm saying is, why, once it comes out, is it made holy? Oh, so Natalie goes, holy fucking shit. And then Tina starts choking her because she's still holding on to Tina and is now yelling in her ear, holy fucking shit. So they go, okay, I'm going to separate you two. And then Natalie starts hugging me in that way of I'm scared, where they like a girl completely takes one of your arms as a sacrificial device and doesn't let go and is somehow hiding behind you and it's cutting off the circulation. But if you tell them to let go, you're the asshole. I fucking hate that. It's happened to me too many times. But I'm just like, listen, Tina, that's a colloquialism. Spell it. She pulls out a notepad because she wants to learn this word. I don't know. I guess you and her have that in common, Queen. So I was like, look, let me explain what it is first. So I said, I'll tell her, look, it's an expression that doesn't mean necessarily what you hear. So if someone says, holy shit, holy fucking shit, it's the equivalent of, oh my God. We don't have that in Bulgaria. I was like, I'm pretty sure everyone has colloquialisms. No. We don't have colloquial thing with shit. We flush our shit and then we wipe our ass and walk away. That's what we do in Bulgaria with our shit. And everyone started laughing, including Natalie. And then Natalie let go of my arm, apologized, and then fucking Tina asked her, why do you keep holding his hand? I've been trying to figure that out since I met her. So yeah, holy fucking shit. Life is strange.
God, these women sounds exhausting.
Yes, you foreign women are exhausting. All of you find some way to somehow entertain me, but also get on my last damn nerves. I don't know how y'all do that. That's a very rare skill to have. Just let me
I would rather get on someone's nerves than trying to hug someone. I don't know, it's weird.
Fuck you. That is such a dick move. Stop fucking giggling too.
Your chronic hugger stories. I don't know what it's all about.
Bro, like I don't know where they come. I think I told you. Yeah, I specifically told you about this like a week or two ago when I was dealing with another crazy chick. Bro, the women I want in my life, I want to be around and do stuff with, I can't keep, or someone gets to them before I can even shoot my shot. But the ones I ignore, all of our friends call me gay for ignoring because they're hot or they're good in bed or some other combination of that shit and something else that's irrelevant. And I'm just like, maybe I don't want them because I have common sense. One night of pleasure, or I don't know, getting to know a rich chick doesn't really seem worth it if, 10 days later, she's going to set my house on fire because I hit the like button on someone who drew a painting because they're cute. It's been like that since fucking literally grade school. There are people I would not pay attention to, didn't hate them, but because I didn't pay attention to them, they're going to throw shit at me in the middle of class, poke me with a fucking pen, punch me in lunch and shit. Fucking annoying the fuck out of me. And every time, no man empathizes with me like, who's fucking with you? Her. Did you give her your number? No. Dude, give her your number. No. Do you want her to stop fucking with you? Yeah. Are you gay? No. You'd be surprised how much that one comes up. So yeah, I've accepted my fate in life. I just pray that hopefully one day a Brazilian or just South American, not Mexican, no. I don't hate them. The further down past Mexico you go, the better my interest and the cooler the accents. So yeah, nothing against Mexicans. It's just I want one of those. But every time I get one, they got a man or they got 2 kids.
I think they had a pappy.
That sounds so weird when you say it with your accent.
It sounds like a weird Australian trying to say puppy, doesn't it?
Yeah, kinda.
It's hard for me with my pappy.
Ugh. You can stop now. And it's also weird when Belgian people say it too, and it's hilarious, but it's also disturbing. There should be a North American word for that. What's the closest approximation we have to disturbing, but also funny? Trump? Probably. Okay. That being said, this has been another exciting episode of Live Stories. I'm going to get started editing this shit, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.
All right.
All right, good to meet you, and good to talk to you, Zach. So I'll catch you guys later.